You know, they say war never changes, but in the case of this civil war, considering Aaron's declared it while all of the army was over in Sardinia, but none of the ships defected, this is going to be quite a different war, because all we're going to do is walk in and occupy the territory that's revolted, and that'll be the end of the war. So this should be pretty darn easy for a civil war. Civil wars in this game I think are supposed to be pretty darn bad. But in this case, I just can't see there being much of an issue, really. He's managed to recruit 2 units of light infantry over here. So they're going to just sit and watch as we take those forts. We have 32,000 men heading down here. This fort is here, so we do need to take that before we can get past. But all that does is give him a little bit of time to build some men over here. He has, maybe if we're really lucky, Carthage will give him this. Well, they probably won't give him this, it's not occupied. They might give him this, though. That's all we can cross our fingers for to gain from this war. He has managed to... They're still black flagged, though. Yeah, he's got 9,000 men over here, but they're black flagged. All his territories on mainland Rome and Syracuse. So he can't unblack flag them because he has no navy. I don't know if civil war, like revolting nations can build navies. I would imagine they can. But even if he builds 1 or 2 ships, what's he really going to do? Bring them back over here just to be completely destroyed? I don't really need all of you doing this siege, do I? But I don't think it really matters much because all you're going to do is use up food. Okay, what do we need here? As usual, we need more tax. We do have a slight deficit. How much more money can I make from my tributaries? They can almost make up the deficit. Well, that was the quickest siege in the game so far. How many men's he got over here now? Oh, who's he drawn in? He's drawn someone into this. He's drawn in this little guy. I can finally occupy this little guy's land. Wait, considering this is a civil war, can I instantly take the little guy's land? Or do I have to occupy that? Oh no. What shall we do? They are attacking my 5 stack while surrounded by enemies. You're pretty good, you're in charge. Can we stop with the pop-ups, please? I'm trying to click. I need to get in at least 50 clicks a second in order to win this. Expansion of the tribes. Today's tribes have much changed from the strict geographic constituencies of the past, now consisting of a vertical slice of citizens from any one of the provinces. Although there are only 4 tribes within the city of Roma itself, the rural tribes are a valuable source of political legitimacy and play an important role in organising the bureaucracy of the state, from electing local magistrates to passing motions by the tribes by the tribunes of the plebs. Rome has far grown beyond the borders of Latium. After the large increase in population, there are again calls to institute more tribes for the Republic. In response, the Senate is debating the commission of 2 further tribes to be named Quirinius and Villainus. More loyalty and growth, or not? I'm guessing this is adding more families. Show families. Well, it hasn't added them yet. Maybe that'll come later. Can I get over here? Yep. You get them. You have a much worse leader, but their morale is pretty much all gone already. How's this siege going? You're doing alright, you got plenty of food. Carthage has unfortunately occupied some of that territory. I do hope I don't lose random bits of territory to Carthage here because of this. Humble or some prominence? Gain some prominence. Actually, are you important? You're this guy. You're not a great general. You should be more humble. That was not my intention there. Pause. Can you try and grab these before Carthage does, please? I don't know if by defeating the civil war I can take the land back that's been occupied by Carthage. I hope I can, so we don't just have a little bit of Carthage in our territory here. How awful. Gain a local trade route. Now that... Oh no, I have to spend a lot of money for that. I can't afford that. Bummer for him. I was going to say, a local trader is pretty good, but if I can't afford it, then I can't afford it. You should probably have someone in charge. We need another red guy in charge of something. There you go. They're all awful. We don't have enough men here. You guys can start coming down here. Just go to the fort. That's that siege done. You can kill them. Who has a... Oh yeah, it's that province, because there's armies marching in. What we might want to do in this province actually is build some food stuff, some food related buildings, because they do seem to be struggling. Most of the food is coming from Petilia, which is where I am right now. Yes. So if we build a food building here, if we can, it's capacity. Apparently we can't. I'm guessing because it's the capital. There's quite a bit of food coming out of you. So let's see. Can we build farming settlement? There are not enough people there to build that, unfortunately. There's not a lot to do up here now. Or we can kill this. Do I only need more than one person down here? No, you can siege that on your own, in which case you can come over to here and siege this. Oh, hopefully you can. There we go, he's moving now. He wouldn't listen to me before. Why is there still a low food supply here? It's ticking down. We really could do with doing something about that. If I import grain, that makes a big difference. What else could we import? We could import cloth. That's not going to help with food or iron. Again, won't actually help with the food situation. Remind me, make food here. Monthly income in Cronton is blah. Farmland gives 4. So if we were to build... Is this more than one? No, this is all one thing. Cronton's not the... where's the farm? Should there not be an option for a farm here? No. You make your hills. Hills. I guess that's the problem here. Most of this is hills rather than useful farming land. What about down here? I should probably take this off you at some point. Yeah, this is farmland, but I can't build a farm here. No, definitely can't. Why can I not? Is it because it's a city, isn't it? Yeah. Can I demote it? You're no longer a city. Let's unpause and see if I started importing wheat, so that should help a bit. I guess we just have to build some farms in the hills. So a farm is this one. And I can't build another one. That's all of our money. Now which siege just finished? Thought something finished. No? Am I imagining things? Possibly. Maybe we unsiege that or something. God damn it. Victorious. Okay, that's we appear to have finished the Civil War. We established a place called Patinia, a township in Lucania, as a colony of Rome, granting its citizens special privileges and attracting settlers to the area. Lose money and migration attraction and pop assimilation speed. I don't have the money right now, but we're also just out of our war, so... At last, a brutal struggle with our own nation has come to a close. The remains of the armies once commanded by Aranus lie broken and demoralised, awaiting our judgment. Aranus himself has been cast in irons, while we decide how we should punish him and his co-conspirators for their transgressions against the people of Rome. Treason demands punishment, but let the soldiers live, so we get manpower, stability, and loyalty. That's good. Or kill them all. We gain some national unrest, and all characters put to death. No, let's not do that. And I got an achievement for finishing my first civil war. Yes, I know we're deficient. Let's stop paying for all of these things. Oh yeah, we can also do fall of the Messian family. The Messian family has long been an integral part of the internal politics of our republic. But where they once drove innovation and exemplified civic duty, they have over time increasingly become associated with complacency and misuse of authority they hold by tradition. At this point, few would consider the Messian lineage particularly notable. While all characters in this fallen family remain in Rome, they will now be considered minor characters. Lovely! Conquer Corsica. We have done that. I should click on that. The old Greek ports will do nicely. Corsica is a small and most rugged western island, but its success as a trading post and Etruscan port are a testament to the value of its harbours. With newly conquered territory comes the inevitable parcelling of land, distribution of promises. That one. Okay, have I gained back all of my territory that Carthage occupied? It looks like I have, which is very good. Another granary is on fire, god damn it. Well, seeing as we're already missing... you could take a loyalty hit, actually. We're already in a deficit. We might as well have a larger deficit. Oh my god, look at this broken up territory now. Settling Corsica. We have secured the most hospitable parts of Corsica, trodden by Greek, Faunid, I don't know how you say that, and Etruscan traders. We should encourage the settlement of the entire island. Settlers will soon depart for Corsica. Excellent. So while I'm in a deficit, loyalty goes down, loyalty gain chance, so it's more likely to drop. Political influence. populist support goes up. And there's monthly chances of various bad things. How long are we going to be in a deficit? 5 months? That's not too bad. I could stop paying my men as well, but then loyalty is going to drop, which would be worse. We could increase taxes briefly. That doesn't make that much of a difference. Can we declare war on these people? Oh, our stability is actually super high right now. And the gods have rewarded us generously. In a defensive league. They have a truce, but not with me. That'll drag in those guys. Do I have my claim? I can attack them for that. I can attack for Pisa as well. Is Pisa? Oh no, yeah, the area is Pisa, isn't it? That will draw in Boy, who are actually allied to the Carthaginians, so beating up Boy would not be a bad idea. So we might go after these little guys here now. We don't need men down south at all, I don't believe. How are you doing food-wise? Still dropping. Although the farm hasn't finished being built yet. God, this area is really struggling for food. Is there an invention that might help? No. The answer to that is no. They have too many cities, really. This is decided by the types of trade good and the terrain. Then it's taken away by the number of citizens. Basically, the toe of Rome here has too many citizens for the amount of food it's currently producing, which makes sense logically. I have a lot of forts here. Could I remove some of these forts? Which will actually give me some money and I won't have to pay so much each month. And possibly then build farms. No, because it requires a food trade good. So I need to look at what's being made in each territory, which I forget where it shows that. If I click on things, the trade good should change. So that will help. Ah, it's there. So that is the trade good. So this produces fish. So can I build a farm? Too few people. So I could move people to Laos and build a farm there. Move Pop here. From I don't really care. There we go. Now can I build a farm? Still too few people. How many does it need for a building? Oh, it's a second building, isn't it? They currently have tribal settlements here. Can I delete this and then build that? There we go. Now, where else might I be able to build? This is salt. Does salt count as a food good? No. That's metals. You produce earthenware. You're producing fish, and I am building a thing there. There's a lot of cities in this province, which is part of the issue. I wonder if I can produce more wheat somewhere, which I can then import to there. Trade goods. Where in a grain, that's what we want. So there's a lot of grain produced here. I could move more people into the territory to allow it to produce more grain. There's another one over here, wasn't there? Surely I can move food from like adjacent provinces into here. It's only ticking down a little bit now. When those 2 farms are done, that should just be enough. And it won't be so bad as long as I keep out my armies from the area. Which is, I'm about to do the opposite. Now what we can do, while we're waiting for our men to get up here to fight Boy, is take out these 2. Oh, morale. I forgot about morale. Bummer. Also, some road guy needs to be in charge. Oh, you're already a red guy. You have no leader. There we go. Naval maintenance doesn't matter. We're not fighting people with navies. Those guys are moving, so we'll just go and sit in their territory. In fact, I might be able to... Oh no, I've trapped them by accident. We let 1 more month tick. We should be able to win. Although they're coming to me. They're not going to make it this month. So we'll get a bit more morale back. We have the defensive advantage. We have much better troops. And we have an easy win. I'll wait another month to tick. And then we'll go and attack them there. Should be enough. Yeah, the food here is currently really bad because of the armies moving through. Build costs wouldn't be such a bad thing. Let's, in fact, is this cheaper because it's a lower one? No, okay. Let's get ourselves some build costs down. That'll pay for itself in the long run. Okay, the armies are all out of this territory now. How much is it losing? 1.6 per month. As I say, those should go back up. You're producing a lot. What are you doing? Farmland, provincial capital, importing fish and grain. It's because it's farmland. It's a shame we can't do anything to help that. Unless maybe like just produce... Does increasing slave output help food, maybe? Let's build a mill and see if it works. Because it could be that food is dependent on slave output. I couldn't say for sure, though. Okay, the army's all here now. You really suck, so you really don't want to be at the front of this. Why can't I tell you? Oh, because I've selected a navy as well. I should have done it this way. I could have gone here, then farming settlement, and then clicked it just wherever it would go. Are you a red guy? I don't believe you are. Are you even on this list? The sacking of the place we just sieged. Let's see. I would like the money, thank you. And let's go fight Boy. Oh, do I have a truce with them? I didn't accidentally break my truce that time. Yes, I have a truce with them. I can attack Boy instead, except they are allied to Carthage still. Yeah, so that dragged Carthage in. I also have a truce with Boy. Oh well, these two are done. Let's see, what are we doing with the elite? I was saying I need to bring more people into the Empire, so let's do that. There we go, that brought more people in. That's another person, that's another two. And that's those trade goods produced here, traded away. I believe that's what I just did. Why did this get worse? I swear this got worse. Did the mill not help? I take it the mill didn't help. Doesn't look like it. It looks like food isn't affected by the output of the various people. Could I like stop trading away some fish or something somewhere and just move it to that province? So, capital surplus, export bonuses, origin. So we want to sort by origin. That's now all ours. And then we want to stop trading away some things like fish, grain. There we go. What's the last one that gives a food bonus? Import. Monthly food. Okay, so it's a 10% bonus to start with. Then it's a +3 bonus for having it imported. Grain's a +5 bonus, so we want to import grain. And then we'll import that fish as well. There we go. And that should sort out the food issue. Oh yeah, look at that. Huge food increase. Lovely. So that should have sorted that now. Yeah, it's ticking up, so you I will ignore. Okay, what do we want to do now? Do you have any allies? You actually don't. Do I still have my claim on you? I do have a claim on Epirus. We could head over and take some land in Greece. So let's bring the boats around. I have a port here. And I shouldn't need my whole army to do this. Let's just take 26,000 men maybe? How many men does it say they have? 6. So I think we should be fine. We have claims on Epirus, so we can move into that territory. So all of, yeah, that's Epirus, so we can take all of that. There are these small guys as well. They're more likely to, yeah, that's a defensive league. That's a defensive league. So we don't want to go after them, we just want to go after the blue guy. I think that's a fairly good place to end it. And this time I haven't gone horribly over the half-hour mark like I usually do. Can't see anything else worth doing right now. So we need to go to war with Carthage again, obviously, because we need this island still. We need those 2 provinces, and we need this little province down here. Once we have those, we will have finished this mission tree. It might then be a good idea to do one. Oh, I wonder if we could take out Boy in the meantime. Oh no, we can take out Boy by attacking this guy. When does our truce end? This is truce. Truce ends in next year in February, so very shortly. Then we can use that to take out Boy, which will weaken Carthage a bit. Not directly, but it means they won't have that ally harassing us in the north. And it's just more territory for us. Okay, so I will be ending this episode there. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed me just cleaning up the borders a little bit. Civil War was not nearly as bad as it could have been. Yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for watching and have a very nice day. Bye-bye.